Hello everyone, welcome to Kevin of Reza. This is Reza and we are talking about the sports here. This is our daily show and let's talk about Champions League. Galatasaray, Bodo Glimt, Osimhen scored the brace, two goals and Galatasaray won 3-1. It seemed quite easy for them. I didn't watch the match, but they're doing very good domestically and they're doing very good in Champions League. Moving on to the match that I watched, Atletico Bilbao Karabakh, and Karabakh won the last two games in Champions League. Atletico Bilbao lost, though Atletico Bilbao started the season a little bit messy. Not they didn't have the harmony and a little bit issues there with getting the result, but they became better and better. They found their rhythm like they had last year, and after considering the goal, they were just attacking, and yeah, Guruzeta, yeah, I didn't know this player very well, but he scored twice, and Atletico won 3-1, same as Galatasaray. They were attacking pretty much. Karabakh made a few attempts to score back, but it wasn't enough. Like most of Atletico Bilbao games in home, the fans were amazing, giving them the energy and hype to win the game, and it worked. Going to Atalanta, Slavia Prague, nil-nil seemed eventless. Tottenham Monaco, nil-nil seemed eventless. Bayern Munich, Club Brugge. Bayern Munich won 4-0, defeating teams after another. Every team seemed easy to them. Uh, and they're playing on easy mode carrier. And Harry Kane scored, Luis Diaz scored. Um, so Harry Kane, Holland scored this weekend and Real Madrid, Mbappe didn't, unfortunately. It's the next game we go to, Juventus Real Madrid. It was a very tough game, a bit locked game. Juventus didn't win the last 7, 8 games, I think, and it was no Liverpool. Sorry, Juventus didn't win the last 6 games. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, the last 6 games. This was the 7. They didn't win. They lost 1-0, and they were playing defensively mostly at the start of both halves. Juventus were creating more dangerous counter-attacks and opportunities. A lot of good saves from Courtois, a lot of good tackles and blocking kind of stopped Juventus from getting anywhere. And pretty much the game was for Real Madrid in the position to win it. It was very locked in the first half. The second half, it kind of opened up, especially after uh, Real Madrid scored a goal in the game. Bellingham scored on a winning movement in a opportunity he got in the box, and he just scored. And yeah, Bellingham. I don't think Bellingham played pretty good. He had three good chances, I think, in this game. He scored one. It's good on that part, but in the first half, I don't think he was playing very well. Maybe he still needs time to come back to what we remember of him. And yeah, I think after the injury, he needs a little bit more time to get used to the new coach and the new system. Uh, Mbappe didn't score like Holland and um, Harry Kane. Kind of didn't reach. It was a record, I think, 12 goals, 12 matches in a row if he scores goal, and he stayed at 11. He tried a lot. He was very creative, and he is the best player in Real Madrid. He is very he's shining a lot, and him and Goulart are a good duo. Anyway, two super tough wins for Real Madrid, and going to El Clasico, while for Barcelona it was an easy win yesterday. Sorry, the day before the game. It's 2 days ago now. And yeah, that's about that. Marseille had a red card, scored one goal, I think, first. Let me check. And then had a red card. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Scored one goal very early, had a red card at the end of the first half, and Sporting Lisbon had a comeback to goals they scored. Um, I watched Real Madrid Juventus match, but not this one. And going to Ajax versus Chelsea, 2 games remained. Uh, Ajax, I think they lost a game in the Netherlands as well this week, and yeah, I mean last weekend, and they were making it as easy as possible for Chelsea to win this game. A red card, 2 penalties, which were somewhat unnecessary because it wasn't a goal opportunity. The Chelsea players were not in the goal's direction. A deflection goal with Ajax defender, and of course a penalty from Chelsea to Ajax that Weghorst scored the goal, and of course he gave a penalty too. But 5-1, there was a red card in a Chelsea game, but not for Chelsea. Congratulations. And Cucurella, Garnacho, and a few other players were not playing and they were benched. And it was interesting to me, though it seems they knew what they were doing and they had to win. So, yeah, doesn't matter now. And we go to the last match, Liverpool against Frankfurt, 5-1. I watched this match as well. What I can say about that is that Frankfurt didn't have a clean sheet in 9 games, it seems. They're defensively horrible, one of the worst defense of the good teams in Europe. In a very good team, they are not doing very well right now, but they have a horrible defense. They changed their goalkeeper, their first goalkeeper, and brought their second goalkeeper to be the first in this match. And it seems from now on, because they're conceding so many goals and so many mistakes. They're not very happy, but they were good in counter attacks. At points, they scored one goal, but that was pretty much it. When Ekitike scored, and he didn't celebrate because he was scoring against his previous club, um, the game was gone. Like for Frankfurt, they didn't have much to offer after that. After that, Liverpool scored 2 goals on set pieces, on corners. It's funny because I was talking in the start of the week that they are not doing very well. They're not scoring the way they should, or defending the way they should on set pieces or corners. But it seems they understood it well and trained it well, because Van Dijk and Konate both defense scored, and Van Dijk was talking a lot when it was a corner or set piece chances. He was talking a lot with the other players. After that, Gakpo scored, and yeah, Szoboszlai scored, and it was a very great shot from Szoboszlai. What I can say about this match, and let me see if I can. Yeah, Frimpong, I just wanted to show I'm pronouncing it right. Frimpong got injured. He is a very good player for right wing or right defender. He got injured early in the game. He will be out for now, but some people thought maybe that would be a problem for Liverpool going on, though they won 5-1 and they could even score more. Uh, what else was interesting was that Wirtz assisted the 2 goals of this match, the last 2 goals, and he was playing very well. Like, I felt like even before the assists, he was playing well, and I think he got some confidence and he finally can lift the pressure. And yeah, it was pretty good game for him. One of the biggest highlights. The other big highlight was that a few players who didn't play very well against Manchester United were out. Most important, Mohamed Salah. He seemed very upset about it, and he was benched. He subbed in the last minutes of the game. He had a few opportunities. He was a bit selfish about them, and he lost all those opportunities. And things doesn't look good for Salah. And I don't know what to add to that. I think technically he's there, but mentally he isn't. Maybe he needs one or two goals to just find himself. I don't know. And yeah, that's about that. That's about Champions League. I'm sorry. Early in the morning, so my voice is not yet there. Uh, the other important match was Flamingo versus Racing. 1-0 to Flamingo. Very late goal. I didn't watch the match, but it was very early in the morning. Um, it was, I think, 4 a.m. or something here, so I couldn't watch it. But it's the semi-final of Copa Libertadores, and they have a. It was the first leg, and the other team is the Ecuadorian team. Is it right, Ecuadorian team against Palmeiras. They didn't play the match yet, but they do. So Copa Libertadores is in its final stages, and these are the teams. For now, Flamengo won the first leg against Racing. Flamengo from Brazil, Racing from Argentina, if you don't know. And yeah, that's about that. Also, there were wild card games in MLS. I know Timbers won, and yeah, Timbers won. What was the other team? I don't. I, it was Chicago won or Orlando. Yeah, so they're facing the leaders of the conference in MLS, and let's see what will happen. Vancouver with Thomas Muller, uh, Son with LAFC, and of course Messi Inter Miami is in this knockout, and it's very interesting for me to follow them, and I will update you on those. That's about that about football. Talking about basketball, NBA continued. Boston lost 117 to 116 to Sixers. It's I didn't watch it, but it seemed like a great match for Sixers, a clutch game. Heat lost to Magic. I saw that coming. 125 to 121. Knicks won against Cleveland Cavaliers, 119 to 111. Hornets 136 against 117 defeated Nets. Bulls won against Pistons, Grizzlies won against Pelicans, Bucks against Wizards, Jazz against Clippers, Mavericks lost very badly against Spurs, 125 to 92. Suns won Kings, 120 to 116. The game that I watched parts of was Timberwolf against Trail Blazers, and in Portland, Timberwolf was behind a lot of the game, but they came back and won the game in the last minutes. They were better. And yeah, that's about the NBA. Unfortunately, with NHL and NBA, I can't watch them as much as I want because most of the games are 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. here and start that time. NBA is a little bit easier. There are more 6 a.m. games, and I can wake up 5:30, 6 a.m. to watch them, though it's a bit hard because I should sleep after midnight if I wanna catch up with Champions League. But I'm trying to keep up. That's why I didn't talk about NHL at all because I didn't watch any. I watched a few, but not many matches, and it's a bit bad timing. But let's see in the future. Maybe I can talk about them more, or maybe I can watch them. And yeah, that's about that. We will talk later tomorrow about the weekend and the great matches that are coming. And hopefully, I see you tomorrow. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, or write a comment. I'll be happy to read them. And that's all. Yeah, have a great day.